Why hello. Funny running into you, Leonardo da Vinci, in front of your famous painting, Mona Lisa.
And funny to see you here, Albert Einstein, considering that we are both long dead.
It is also funny that I have an American accent, and you have something of a British one.
I guess being dead is hard on the old vocal cords, my friend. So what brings you here today?
I was thinking about numbers, like I usually do. But today, I wasn't thinking about a specific math problem. I was thinking about math more generally.
Whatever do you mean, Einstein?
I was thinking about how math exists everywhere in the universe.
Oh no, here we go again. You and your far-off ideas. Why can't you talk about something that a non-genius could understand, just in case anyone is videotaping our conversation?
Well, Leo, what I mean is, people can use math in their everyday lives, even if they aren't a genius. People need to understand math to use money and to tell time, things that adults need to do every day.
So you are saying that math is important. I know that. I love math, and I'm very good at it.
You are not as good at it as I am. But the point is, math is important for everyone, not just for people who like it and not just for people who have an easy time doing it.
So we can agree that math is important for all people because they will certainly use math in their daily lives.
And I was thinking, because math is so important, everyone must develop numeracy.
Numeracy? That sounds like literacy? Is it a coincidence, Albert?
No, it is not a coincidence. In fact, the word numeracy is a combination of the words numerical literacy. Numeracy is very similar to literacy. Literacy means that people are able to use and understand letters and words so that they can read, understand, learn, and communicate through written language comfortably and confidently.
So let me guess. Numeracy is the ability to use and understand numbers and number manipulations so that they can understand, learn and communicate with numbers, both comfortably and confidently?
Yes, precisely. Wikipedia says, numeracy is the ability to reason with numbers and other mathematical concepts. To be numerically literate, a person has to be comfortable with logic and reasoning.
How does it feel that Wikipedia provided a more clear, soothing definition of numeracy than the one you just made up?
Wikipedia is an excellent web page, and often provides clearer explanations of concepts than supposedly more advanced texts.
Are you the new spokesman for Wikipedia?
You, also, Ginsberg, Manley, and Schmidt wrote in 2006, numeracy connotes mathematical topics woven into the context of work, community, and personal life.
People write papers about this stuff.
Can you believe it?
It's just horrible. Why don't they do something more exciting? I created some of the most beautiful works of art the world has ever seen. You helped to discover the fundamental principles that govern our universe. And meanwhile, these three are typing away about numeracy.
Tell me about it.
What else did they say about numeracy?
The paper describes the components of numeracy. First, number in operation sense, which Wikipedia describes as an intuitive understanding of numbers, their magnitude, relationships, and how they are affected by operations. They go on to discuss other aspects as well, such as functions, measurement, statistics, and geometry, etc. But I would like to focus more on number sense.
Why do you want to focus more on number sense?
I have a friend in the math component of TE 402 at MSU, and he said that's what they like to talk about because they are going to teach young children, who still need to develop this number sense, the foundation of numeracy. Some basic skills are required to solve a problem in a real-world situation. First, students must have a conceptual understanding of a problem. This means that a student understands a concept, like the number 5 representing 5 objects, or a process, like adding 1 plus 2. Apart from just understanding these concepts, students must also have what is called strategic competence. This means that they will be able to see how a concept or a process will help them in a particular situation. That is, how they can use their classroom knowledge to solve real-world problems. It means students can look at a problem and establish a math problem that represents that problem. Students must also have procedural fluency. This means that students can correctly do the problems that they have established given their conceptual understanding and their strategic competence. It means that a student can correctly do a math procedure, they can correctly add or subtract numbers, and they can do more complex math that requires multiple skills and procedures, like an algebra problem. The attitudes that students hold toward math are also very important. Students must believe that they are capable of learning math. Students must understand the concepts and applications of math, so they don't see math as a series of boring procedures. Finally, students must have confidence in the specific skills they learn in class, and in their ability to employ these skills successfully.
This is all quite interesting, Einstein. But how should we use all of this information about numeracy?
Well, it is important to keep in mind the fact that students need to do more than just solve a problem written out on a test to be good at math. They must be able to understand math concepts, relate these concepts to the world so that they can develop ways to solve real-world problems, and then they must be able to correctly perform the problem that they've developed.
If I may, it seems like an analogy is forming in my head.
Yes. Go on.
Well, it seems that if we ignore numeracy, we are not allowing students to see the whole picture. Asking a student to only complete problems on a page without conceptual understanding or a real-world context is like asking a painter to trace lines on a canvas. Maybe they can do it with practice, but they won't understand why they are doing it, and the final image won't look like anything in the real world. But if you teach a student to paint the right way, where they understand the proper way to mix color and apply brush strokes, and they see that the canvas they work on represents the real world, students will not only create better paintings, they will love it.
Wow, what a beautiful analogy, Leonardo.
Well, Wikipedia does say that I am, perhaps, the most diversely talented person ever to have lived.
Emphasis on perhaps. So, I think, teachers must take care to foster numeracy in their students. Teachers can encourage numeracy by allowing their students to explore math concepts on their own, and develop their own solutions or algorithms before they instruct a standard algorithm. Teachers can present problems in a variety of contexts, so that students become accustomed to recognizing math in diverse, real-world contexts, and applying their knowledge in practical ways. Finally, teachers should see that their students master a skill so that they can correctly, consistently, and confidently solve the problems that they recognize or are presented with.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Einstein?
Numeracy dance party.
Chicka chicka.
Hi, my name is...
Huh?
My name is...
What?
My name is...
Chicka chicka.
Slim Shady,